stupid, but it's really how it smelled. And lastly, my 55-gallon fish tank that sits at the bottom of the stairs in the entryway was missing 2/3 of the water. Seriously, where the fuck did 40 plus gallons of water go? The whole area around the tank was bone dry and the fish were fine. I think I was mind fucked by some thirsty aliens.
Jeez. See, it's always the same thing where they can't remember what happened.
Yeah,
And that's annoying because it sort of leads to believe they're just not telling the truth. Like,
yeah. I mean, like the guy below it says, it's engaging, and even though he's skeptical, it's the tone of the story is pretty spot on for sort of like this happened, but also what the fuck. Like, it's not someone who's telling it as though they've written a fictional story.
yeah,
It's someone telling as though they're trying to convince the reader that this happens because they truly believe it did.
yeah, and that's the scary thing.
Mm.
Because, like, from me reading, you listening to that, you reading it, I do believe him. Like, he does sound legit. And
It is. I
what's
mean,
his
it's
motive for making
it's
it up? You know, like, why would you, like, for a bit of like on Reddit? You know, like, it's not worth it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's interesting how they've got that whole like security fishage deletion thing,
Yeah,
right? So
that's the Buki thing.
that but that's like another thing. Like they're trying to cover their tracks clearly. They don't want people to have evidence of what's going on.
Yeah,
Or like obviously, when I say this, I sound like I'm fully believing this, but I am literally just talking speculatively. Like I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah. Of course.
hypothetically. But you know, in this hypothetical world, that seems the whole idea is that they come, they nick someone, they erase all traces of it happening, and the people always have that time loss. Although it was interesting because they didn't talk distinctly about like, oh right, so they didn't have a chance to check the time this time, did they? So there
Exactly.
was
Yeah.
because their phone was off, so they don't know how much time they lost. They just remember waking up,
Yeah. True.
which is what's kind of interesting is the water loss from the like that's a weird detail to put in if you
Yeah,
look
that's a
into it.
weird one.
Like the losing water in the fish tank, that's a strange one. So that it also sort of lends. I mean, you think what that is a really
But
weird thing.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that our planet is obviously made up of what is an 80% of water, and not many other
Um,
planets are made up of water at all, or have a lot of water on them. So,
are they not?
no, 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 not compared to us. We're like massively watered. So, like,
Okay.
I'm guessing aliens think water is a key resource because there's an alien film that's based on the theory that aliens come to our planet just for our water and extract our water, like the whole planet's water.
Hmm.
So that's just the other theory. Like, you just saw some water,
Uh,
drank it, you know, or extracts it and like kept it and took it home. Cook some nice barbecues, man.
what? So you think they're just nicking our water, but they're only taking 3/4 of the tank?
Yeah, we don't need it all, do they? Like they saw obviously living things in the fish tank. Like let the little things live.
So the alien just comes in and he's like, "Oh fucking hell, mate, I am thirsty," and he's like, "Oh, 55-gallon fish tank," and he's just like filling up a little pint of glass, just like necking it, and he's just like, "Oh, all right, that's me done. I'll let her have the rest. I don't
Yeah.
want to kill the fish after all."
No.
Then they fucking leave, blind, they destroy all the footage, they wipe the memory of the woman, and then they just leave. That's it.
Yeah. I don't think he would have drank it. I think they would have taken it home and like tested it because water's something new to them. You know, they want to test it.
Nah, I couldn't. But if they just needed a test, they don't need that much.
Okay. Yeah. True. 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 Clout in it.
They
Yeah.
either need they either need like a huge amount or just not that much at all. Like that's such an odd amount, surely.
Yeah. Yeah.